right, welcome to another sealed night of unlimited power. I'm D-Rod, and I'm just going to kind of go through opening some packs, building a deck, and playing around with the AI on Forcetable. Love using Forcetable. I obviously love Star Wars Unlimited, and I just want to start cracking some packs. Late last week, we saw the release of Grand Admiral Thrawn in the game, which is great. It looks like he's going to be playing yellow, which is the cunning aspect, and I'm really excited to see that. Today we even saw the reveal of Black One and the Chimera. Chimera has really only been seen in the Ahsoka series, but if you're familiar with Grand Admiral Thrawn, you know that has been his flagship since Timothy Zahn started writing about him in the 90s. We saw it in the Ahsoka series, we saw it in the Rebels series, and I'm really excited for that. We also got to see Black One revealed today. I believe it was an aggression card, and that was pretty cool to kind of see a new trilogy, one of the more recent ones, and see the Resistance starfighter piloted by no other than Poe Dameron. So really hoping we see some new cards in these 6 packs today, and let's just get to it and see what we can build as far as the 30-card deck goes, and try it out against the AI. All right. Appreciate anyone who's watching this, whether it's live or later, to just learn more about Star Wars Unlimited. It's kind of where we get the name Unlimited Power from, clearly, right? All right, we get something good here. We get to see Commander Krennic, which is pretty cool. Director Krennic, I apologize. So Krennic, if you're unfamiliar with him, he's a 5-cost. He's a blue-black leader. That is a 2/7, and when he attacks, he can restore 2 damage to your base, and each friendly damage unit you control gets +1/+0. This is also his leadership ability when he's not on a unit in the ground zone. So very important to kind of like be either mitigating the damage yourself or playing some characters that have a little bit more than 2 or 3 health, so you can really take advantage of that. Krennic is a great strategy, and yeah, hoping we see some good support there, or we won't really be using them. Lothal Insurgent is a new card that recently came out about 2 weeks ago and revealed. It's a 2-cost, 3/2 with the yellow and white aspects. So when played, if you played another card this phase, each opponent draws a card, then discards a random card from their hand. I like that. I like the little chaos effects there. A couple other cards that got revealed last week. If you're unfamiliar, we saw ISB Agent, a 1-cost yellow and black aspect card. He's a 1/3 Imperial, and when played, you may reveal an event from your hand, and if you do, deal 1 damage to a unit. I like that. That seems pretty good in a limited format. And let's take a look at the other one that was revealed this last week, which was Greedo. 1-cost, only yellow aspect, as a 3/1 Underworld Bounty Hunter. When defeated, you may discard a card from your deck. If it's not a unit, deal 2 damage to a ground unit. Seems okay. Slow on the draw is very fitting for Greedo. This means, he's really not doing his big damage until he dies, but he'll hit something, might kill it, might not. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I was watching the stream that FFG did for Greedo, and I can see the excitement about it. Greedo's a very common character we've seen in a lot of Star Wars games. Usually needs a couple of effects that make them worth playing. I don't know if this is it, but it fits in the aspect of he needs to do something when he dies. I really actually like the art here. I like the colors. I like the angle. Really fits the Rodian here, but one of the things I really want us to see from Greedo is just something that really stands out. Han Solo kills him and takes him out pretty easily, no problem. But, was Greedo ever a threat? Why does he work for Jabba? Why is he just a main bounty hunter? Is Han Solo taking care of him really something to brag about? I don't know. But I'd like to see that displayed a little bit sometimes in one of these games. All right, nothing else really special here. There's some fun cards. We have a Yoda. We have Infiltrator's Skill, which I really like. It's a 1-cost upgrade that's going to give you +1/+1, and Saboteur, meaning you can ignore Sentinels and Shields. I like that. And our foil was the Imperial Interceptor. When played, you may deal 3 damage to a space unit. It is a 4-cost red and black aspect card. So nothing crazy. Let's go to the next pack. Another Krennic. Okay. They're really trying to force us down here with some Krennic. We did get Vigilant Honor Guards, which could help if we go the Krennic route. It's a 5-cost blue-white aspect card with Sentinel. And when it's undamaged, it gains Sentinel. So when it becomes damaged, it's not going to be able to protect your base as much anymore, or your other units. But it's a 4/6, and with Krennic, it'll only get a little bit stronger. We see Entrenched. Attached unit can't attack bases, but gets a +3/+3. This is a great little upgrade in this format. Just really removes stuff from the board. Green Squadron A-Wing is a red and white aspect unit for space, and oh, look at that. It's pulled right off the video stream as it has a little time counter there. But it's a 1/3 Rebel Vehicle Fighter with Raid 2, meaning it gets +2 when it's attacking. I like that. I like that a lot. I like low-cost raid cards. It really puts the pressure on enemy bases, and they kind of just need to deal with it. It having 3 health also helps it out a bit. We received an Admiral Akbar, which is a great command card. It is command and heroism, so green and white. 3-cost unit. Whenever it attacks, it heals 1 damage from your base, and when played, you may deal damage to a unit equal to the number of units you control in its arena. So that is not rebel units, that is not command units, that is not heroism units, that is any unit in your control in its arena. That is really good in a limited format where you can kind of mix and match a lot of other colors here, and just really kind of take advantage of you playing more units. So we have General Tag. This is a great one, 2-cost. When played, give an experience token to each of up to 3 Trooper units. I like it. Trooper is limited to a lot of Imperial cards, but that doesn't mean that will always be the case. Trooper can be kind of a broad term, so maybe in the future we'll see more Rebel Troopers going from there. Or even we'll see some more, the scum and villainy out there of Troopers, so we'll see how that goes. Colonel Yularen, a great card here, 2-cost Imperial unit. When you play a command unit, heal 1 damage from your base, so I like that, 2/3. And Super Laser Technician, another command unit, green-black aspects, 2/1 Imperial. When defeated, you may put this unit into play as a resource and ready it. Love that. Our foil was the ATSD here. Another command card we see is a Tactical Advantage, which gives us +2/+2 for the phase. And this is our second Gladiator Star Destroyer, 6-cost, green-black aspect unit. When played, give a unit Sentinel for this phase. All right. Let's see, 3rd Krennic? No, IG-88, a red-black leader unit. Each other friendly unit gains raid, and they get +1/+0 while attacking. Yeah, it's fun. I don't know if we've seen any real support from this, but this is only pack 3, so maybe we'll see a little bit more red and black going forward, but it's probably not where we're going to go. Even this pack seems more green and yellow focused, and we really need to see a leader unit that's going to let us play more into that. Here's one of the new cards we saw spoiled recently with Syndicate Lackeys. It's a 5/4 with Ambush. It's only a yellow aspect, which is nice. It's not bad. When it comes into play, you immediately can ready it and attack an unit. This could really surprise your opponents, taking advantage of that ambush, and hitting for 5 can just deal with a lot of stuff. We see a Rebel Pathfinder who is a heroism, so white, 2/5 with Saboteur. 2/3 with Saboteur. This is the ability that allows you to attack and ignore sentinels and defeat defenders' shields. Another Greedo. A card we saw spoiled last week, the Mining Guild TIE Fighter. 1-cost, 1 aspect, 1/2. On attack, you may pay 2 resources, and if you do, draw a card. I'll pay 2 to draw a card all day. So I like this. I like it more than the black TIE Fighter, which is also 1-cost, but it is a 2/1. This just kind of falls more into the harder to kill range, and your opponent really wants to take advantage of it because you're drawing cards every turn. You're the age-old saying, card advantage wins games. So, really good. Next pack, please. Pack 4 out of 6. Sabine Wren. Sabine Wren, a red and white leader. And on attack, you may deal 1 damage to each enemy base. Great for multiplayer, if we ever get there. Star Wars doesn't really have a strong history of multiplayer games. For a while, they really wanted to build the 2-player aspect in the Star Wars LCG Fantasy Flights launched with. But, multiplayer games just really struggle, I want to say, in the tabletop format. It's not something you see happening a lot. If you play a lot of Magic, you may be familiar with it, like Two-Headed Dragon or Commander. But, that's really it. A lot of other games, they really don't have a large scene for that. So at first we see a couple of red cards in here. We get to see another Green Squadron A-Wing, which I'm liking. We see a First Legion Snowtrooper. We see the Star Wing Scout. And we get the Mace Windu card, spoiled originally by IGN, which I thought was really great that they're bringing attention to this game. Everyone's favorite party crasher, here to let you know the party's over. He is a 7-cost, red-white aspect character, 5/7, Force, Jedi, Republic. Love seeing that Republic title there. Can't wait till we can see the prequels trilogy represented with more Jedi. He has Ambush, and when this unit attacks and defeats a unit, ready him. This is great. Really, really does stop whatever your opponent's doing. If you can find ways of healing Mace or putting more upgrades on him and really giving him some more power, he can really clear through an opponent's ground board. Hoping we see that, and we'll see what else happens here. We get another Imperial Interceptor, which may lean us more towards Mace. A TIE Advanced Fighter, 4 cost, but really needs Imperial units to work with. And Maximum Firepower, which is an Imperial card, tactic. Any friendly Imperial unit deals damage equal to its power to a unit. Then another friendly Imperial unit deals damage equal to its power to the same unit. I love that. I really am curious why they went with Maximum Firepower instead of more like a Focus Firepower, because this is definitely 2 different abilities that need to trigger in succession. You want to take advantage of it, so you need 2 units in play to hit 1 big one, and I just feel like Focused would have been it. So, oh well, I don't name cards, so that's not my thing. But if I had to name this card Focus Firepower, or maybe that scene from everyone's favorite, Episode 8, where Kylo is essentially yelling about for all the assault vehicles to focus fire on Luke. That probably would have been a really good title as well. Pack 5. Chewbacca, blue-white command unit with Sentinel and Grit. Sentinel, again, is going to mean you cannot attack your non-Sentinel units in this arena, and you cannot attack the base. So your enemy needs to deal with Chewbacca first, meaning you're going to play this leader, and that leader's goal is to probably die. It does have Grit, so Chewbacca does get stronger as he continues to take damage, which is great because he only does 2 to start, but he has 9 health. So you could really get him up there to about 10 damage. Even more if you put a couple upgrades on him. 7 costs, meaning you're going to need 7 resources to put him into play. So very late game here. Green Vanilla Command. Another Fang Fighter. Couple of blue cards here. I think this is maybe our second Surgical Droid, which is going to heal 2 damage from another unit when it attacks. Here it is, a Rebel Trooper. I believe we have some Trooper abilities. Yep, here it is, General Tag. Again, give an experience token to each of up to 3 Trooper units. So that fits the bill right there. Not really in our colors, and going to have to pay a little bit more to make it work, but hey, it's an option. Here's a new card. Outer Rim Headhunter, yellow. A lot of yellow revealed these past couple of weeks. The last of the aspects they wanted to spoil. 2 cost, 1 aspect, 1/3 Fringe Vehicle Fighter. Fringe is the word I was looking for earlier. It has Raid 1, meaning it gets +1/0 when it's attacking. And on attack, if you control a leader unit, you may exhaust a non-leader unit. So, yeah, really great kind of late game to manipulate the field a little bit there. Early on, not bad either. So with that raid ability, makes it a 2/3 when it swings. That could really put some pressure on your opponent. We got Bosk, who's a yellow-black aspect card for 5. This is our second Bosk in this sealed pool. Has Ambush, which is great. Really fits Bosk's hunting abilities, or his title here, Deadly Stalker. And when you play an event, you may deal 2 damage to the unit. I really enjoy this. I like Bosk's effects. It's very similar to previous Bosks we've seen in Star Wars Destiny and Star Wars LCG. I like the pose of this card. I like the detail of this card. I don't really care for how the the blast from his gun is. I think that's a little bit weird. If you look in the background, though, you can see that he's just shooting something outside of Jabba's palace, maybe a Womp-Rat, something to that nature. And if you're familiar with the suit lore, this is actually an outfit from a old Doctor Who episode. I believe it was Dave the Cyberman? Maybe? Someone can correct me there. For our rare card here, we get to see Count Dooku, 7 cost, Force, Separatist, and Sith. Blue-black aspects, so cunning and villainy. Has shielded, very traditional of Count Dooku to come into play with shields as he is a master duelist. And when played, you may defeat a unit with 4 or less remaining HP. So very tactical, very opportunist type card. You're going to be able to destroy something immediately. That seems really good when you're going to pay 7 for a 5/4. I would really prefer a little bit more health there. I really wish instead of the kill, like essentially destroying a unit, I would have preferred if they had a way of gaining more shields. I feel like that fits more of Count Dooku's abilities, but it's not like we're limited to only one Count Dooku in Star Wars. That's never been the case. Our foil here is the Bright Hope, 4 cost, last transport, green-white command, 2/6 with Sentinel. When played, you may return a friendly non-leader ground unit to its owner's hand, and if you do, draw a card. Yeah, I like it. And it's really fun because we have Akbar, so we can play Akbar, play Bright Hope, bounce Bright Hope back to our hand, and draw a card, and then play Akbar again to do more damage when we have more units. Yeah. I think green is definitely where we're going to end up. Hopefully a green commander, though. No green commanders, no Thrawn. All right. There's some new cards in here that I really wanted to try. Another IG-88, another Green Squadron A-Wing. Man, I think we're really going to be forced into red. Really want to make yellow work. That's our 3rd Bosk. A couple of more green cards. The 7th Fleet Defender, Imperial Vehicle Fighter. Love it. Created by Grand Admiral Thrawn himself. It's a yellow-black aspect, 3 and 2, and comes into play shielded. Very fitting since it is a defender unit. We also get a green-white Chewbacca. Yellow-white Chewbacca. A 3/6 with Sentinel, just like the leader one. And when this unit's attacked, ready him. I like that. Let's see what we can build. Let's view the sealed pool here. What are we seeing? So these are our options. IG-88, Director Krennic, Chewbacca, and Sabine Wren. We know we can splash this green. We can splash the green into red-black, or we can splash the green into white-red. That'd be nice. We do have some yellow, because we do have a lot of yellow, if you remember the Bosk. But, let's see. Bosk is yellow and black. As a reminder, if you don't have all the aspects represented between your leader and your base, which is up to 3, then any non-affiliated aspect you play is going to cost you 2 more. If you play a card that has 2 aspects and neither of them are any of your aspects you're playing, you're going to pay 4 more for that card. So we're going to try to avoid that. 3 Bosk at a yellow-black means he can fit with IG-88 or he can fit with Krennic. No problem. 2 General Tags, which is green and black, which would only fit with IG-88, honestly. 2 Greedos, 1 Mace Windu. I really wanted Mace Windu to work, but I don't think we're going to have enough red, white, and another color there. Well, it'd be red, white, green. I think if we went Sabine Wren, we'd really want to play Admiral Akbar here. We'd want to play the Bright Hope, but it's just not there. The numbers just aren't going to be there, I think. More red, black, more red, white, red. I mean, 3 Screen Squadrons, though. You're really diving into the space field, though. If we go Sabine and try to go red, white, oof. I think it's going to be blue, black, yellow, honestly. Red, black, blue. Take advantage of the Dooku. I don't know if there's enough blue cards that make this worth it. Resilient, Entrenched, Repair, Maximum Firepower. Apparently we got 3 of those, so maybe playing the Imperial unit's going to be good. 3 Surprise Strikes. I think black and yellow are going to have to do it, which puts us into Krennic or IG-88. IG is going to allow us to play a Wampa, First Legion Snowtroopers, Katina Braggart? Is that a British person's common word? Disabling Fang Fighter. Green Squadron A-Wing's just out. I don't really feel like paying 4 for that. Interceptor will deal with other space units. Maybe it's just, I think we're going to go... We don't have any bombs. I think we go red, black, yellow, do we? And by bomb, I mean like a card that when it hits play, your opponent is just going to struggle. IG-88 is not that bomb. Surprise Strike is good. Maximum Firepower is good. None of these ships really stand out. Dooku's kind of the bomb here. And we see that with blue a bit. So we see the blue with Count Dooku. We see the blue with Yoda, who, honestly, I'd pay 5. I'd pay 5 to play that Yoda. That'd be fine. I'd at least draw a card when he dies. We would get the Academy Defense Walker, which is a bomb. I guess we're not playing red. I guess we're going blue, black, yellow. Sorry, Hero fans. That's the way we're going. Let's try it out. Director Krennic. And we're going to play yellow, Administrator's Tower. Show us the units here we can play. We're definitely playing 3 Bosks. How many events do we have? Oh, we're paying all the maximum 5 powers, all the surprise strikes. Galactic Ambition, 7 cost. Play a non-white unit from your hand for free. Deal damage to your base equal to its cost. So pay 7 for what? A 6 cost unit? With Dooku, if we were to play this card and Bosk is in field, so we have a Bosk in field, we play Galactic Ambition, and we play Dooku. We would take 7 damage to our base, but Bosk would deal damage and Dooku would kill something. Let's just try it. We got nothing to lose. We might as well play that repair. Upgrade, yes. We want that entrenched. And I think we want the resilient. We really want to keep our bombs out there long. The Guild TIE Fighter, yes please. Outer Rim Headhunter, yes please. We'll pass on the other ones for right now. Let's go back to our ground units and see where we're at. We have 15 card slots remaining, and we need some characters. Count Dooku. Wow, we do not get that many units, though. We're playing a lot of Bosk. And we need Imperial units to really make maximum firepower work. Not seeing many of those. You're going to have to take a look at some of the other colors. Out of aspect, please. Okay. Imperial units. Agent Callus is green, so it'll cost us 7. No thanks. Can we see cost, please? Nope. Alright, I'm going to need that taken care of. So felt table, if you could change your deck building to where you can filter by cost, that'd be great. Instead of let us choose name or cost or power or HP, really helpful. All right, so these Rebel Pathfinders would cost us 4 if we were to play them. Rogue Operative would cost us 5. I really don't mind this Rogue Operative. There's only one though. We're not playing the green, unfortunately. I mean, no, it's 2, maybe 5 for a Super Laser Technician. I don't think so. As I said, I'm okay paying 5 for Yoda. I think that's fine. I think that's a good trade-off there. All right, I think that may be it. I mean, there's some good stuff, but may not be the right move. Pay 5 to draw 2 cards. That's not good. All right, back to filtering. Fully in aspect only, please. We have 13 cards left to choose. We're just going to have to throw in some units. Luckily, ATSDs are Imperial walkers, so that maximum firepower can be taken advantage of. We're definitely playing the Academy Defense Walker. We're going to play Veers, all the Greedos, the ISBG Agent. 4 cards from your hand for each card revealed this way. Yes, playing a lot of blue. 5 cards remaining. Yes, yes. I feel like all these units we have to play. Surgical Droid is still the one I'm debating on. TIE Advanced, the 7th Fleet Defender, leaving us 1 card remaining. One last card. We're playing all the units we can play. I guess we're just going to play 1 Patrol Craft just to have the Sentinel. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, let's take a look and who are we playing against? A Grand Moff Tarkin action. Pay 1 to tap and give an experience token to an Imperial unit. Cost 5 to put Tarkin out, and they're 2/7. Alright. They got Diggable Swamps. They're going green, black, and blue with their colors set up, and we're going blue, black, and yellow. Again, we have Director Krennic, meaning our damage units are going to get stronger. But when he comes into play, he's a 2/7, and he doesn't have any other abilities except for healing our base. Take a look at the cards we have and see if any of them are worth mulliganing. I really dig all these cards, but if I had to choose, Repair would be fine. And the Defender, I really don't want to give up this new card. 3/2 with shields. The Outer Rim Headhunter is good, but it only gets better late game. It's going to have a little bit more health, but we really want to take advantage of the on attack ability, but we're not going to get there. So I think those are the cards we're going to put down. So we're going to say no mulligan. Choose Outer Rim and Repair to be our resources. All right, let's start the game here. We have our options of playing a card or taking initiative. That is the only things available because Krennic has nothing to play. And surprise, no, we can't play a card. So let's go ahead and take the initiative. The opponent played Distant Patroller, 2 cost, 2/1. When defeated, you may give a shield token to a unit. Very important that we kill that that unit before another unit hits play. I love that, but we don't have a unit. And firepower is not going to get out there. I like these cards. I'm sorry. The indecision's killing me. We're going to have to play 7th Fleet Defender no matter what this turn, so we're getting rid of something. Sorry, Resilient. We go first, though. Let's go ahead and play the Defender. Come to play with a shield token. What do? They play Resilient on their Patroller, making sure it stays in play. We'll take the initiative. Patroller swings, hits my unit, only to remove the shield, and takes 3 damage themselves. That Sentinel's going to come into handy. We're close to playing Bosk. We have a lot of Bosks, but Bosks is good. Sorry, Rugged Survivors. Ugh. Yep, sorry, Rugged Survivors. We're in space. We're currently in a space fight. Let's play for the turn. We're not playing for turns ahead of us. You really just want to kind of go with that. Play card. What are we going to play? System Patrol Craft. Has Sentinel, forcing. Oh, fun. They play a Death Trooper. Deal 2 damage to a friendly ground unit, and deal 2 damage to an enemy ground unit. I have none, so they just take 2. Going back, if we're playing the System Patrol Craft, that gives us Sentinel, so we're going to force this Distant Patroller to swing into the Patrol Craft, which is great. Let's go ahead and attack. I'm going to swing on the base for 3. They're going to activate Thrawn to give an experience token to Imperial unit, choosing the Death Trooper, making him stronger, and we're going to take the initiative. Patrol Craft's going to swing into my Patrol Craft. You're putting a shield on this unit here. No fun. Alright, we have 2 Bosk. I like it. Since we don't have any Imperial units, we can go ahead and get rid of Veers at this time. Probably wondering, but D-Rod, the Imperial unit hits maximum firepower. Well, that's not really what we are going to make work this turn. Let's play a card. They have an action ability? What's my action ability? 5? Oh, we can put Krennic out now. Well, now that patrol card we played earlier seems really good, doesn't it? But we are not playing for 3 turns away. We were playing for the first turn. I really want to see what this character is going to do, so let's attack first. I want to see if they play another space unit where Surprise Strike could really take care of that. Instead, they decide to put another token on their Death Trooper. I'm going to attack him. Swing with our 3-2. And they play the Emperor's Royal Guard, which has Sentinel if they control an official unit, which they do not. While you control the Emperor Palpatine, the leader gets +0/+1. We'll go ahead and play Bosk. Play Bosk. He has Ambush, Ready, Deadly Stalker. Sure, why not? We got 2 of them. They don't know that. We'll take out the Royal Guard. And they swing into our Bosk for 3. Then they play their Moff Tarkin. Okay. They really want us to play Krennic. We don't have any Sentinel, so we're going to pass. Tarkin swings first. Swings on the base for 2. Pass. Krennic can heal our base, so why not just take the damage? We're going to lose initiative. That's okay. Action ability. Krennic comes into play. They take the initiative. We see that by them moving the player marker. Let's swing on Grand Moff Tarkin. Okay. We heal our base for 2. Tarkin and Krennic both have 2 damage. I love it. Love seeing like the Imperial versus Imperial match, right? I mean, this is one of those things. These are not characters that liked each other. For those of you who are unfamiliar of the current lore, Krennic, Thrawn, and Tarkin were definitely all in a race to use Empire resources for what they saw was fitting. For Krennic and Tarkin, it was definitely more about the Death Star and using that, where Thrawn had a little bit more trying to see the big picture of things and was creating the TIE Defender program. All right, this time we do have a Defender unit, which is nice, and we have a second Defender unit here. Now, when we play an event, we are going to be able to trigger Bosk's ability when we can deal 2 damage to a unit. That's going to drop down that Death Trooper's shield. So I think we'll be good there. We're going to go ahead and get rid of a maximum firepower because we still don't have 2 Imperial units. They go first. They play a Consortium Star Viper at 3/3/3. While you have the initiative, this unit gains Restore 2, which they do have Restore, but it's tapped. Let's play a card, shall we? Yep. We're going to play Surprise Strike. Attack with a unit, and it gets +3/+0 for this attack. We're going to choose this one. Attack which target? This one. Oh, okay. I think the triggers here are weird, because why wouldn't you allow the 2 damage to resolve first at cast? But apparently the game wants you to resolve the event first, which is fine. That's probably really how it is, so that's okay. We have a second Bosk, so we did lose a Bosk who was hitting for 4, 5, 6, 7 damage, so what a waste, right? Now we know. Let's go ahead and deal 2 more on that Death Trooper. We're going to go ahead and attack with Krennic now, because Krennic really wants to heal our base, bringing it back from 24 to 26 and taking 3 damage themselves. Tarkin now swings and on attacks gives another experience token to the Death Trooper here. We have 4 resources remaining. We're going to go ahead and swing with the Patrol Craft. They're going to swing with the Death Trooper for, I don't even know, 7? Wow. I could swing for 7. Could have. Too bad. I'll go ahead and swing on their base for 3, dropping down to 13. It looks like they take the initiative. I have 4 resources available, but nothing really to play this turn. We'll pass. Not enough Imperial units, it looks like, for me. We'll get rid of Entrenched. Alright, they're going to go first. They play Resilient on the Star Viper. Again, they're just going to heal their base for 2, which is annoying, but they're going to have to swing into the System Patrol Craft. So, there's that. Now, when Bosk comes into play, he has Ambush, so he's going to be able to swing immediately. But we could also play the Academy Defense Walker, which is a 6/5, and give an experience token to each friendly damage unit, which is just 1. I wouldn't mind that. It's going to do 4 damage to this Star Viper. Star Viper has 6 health, so that 4 may be helpful. It's going to buy us a little bit of time because it has 5 health, so they're going to have to swing with Tarkin and the Royal Guard. Let's play it. Alright, Tarkin swings into the Sentinel. Tarkin dies. We have the Patrol Craft here with a little bit more damage. So we're going to go ahead and swing and deal 4 to the Dagobah Swamp. They're going to play their ATST with Overwhelm. We're going to go ahead and attack with our 7th Fleet Defender. Boom, drop them down to 5. I think we have this. We're going to go ahead and take the initiative here. Now, this Death Trooper has a lot of damage on it, but I'm not too worried, because it's going to do 8 damage, and then they're going to do additional 3. We just have to deal 5. Sorry, they're not going to deal 3, because I have Sentinel. So we have to do 5 damage before they can do 11, and they can do 8, possibly 9. So we are going to need to move fast here. But it looks like we have the +3, so we're good. Those surprise strikes really pay off. Let's get rid of Greedo for fun. Play a card, Surprise Strike, hitting the 7th Fleet. Swing on the base. Boom, 6 damage. See you later, Tarkin. Holding a Cloud Setting Wing Guard, Colonel Yularen. Some more healing. Okay, not bad, not bad. All right, that was a great time there. We got 1 win. You can see there by the great crown here from Forcetable. Really let you feel the victory there with that little achievement. And it looks like in order for us to get further, we're going to have to take 2 more wins with this deck. So why not? Again, if you're just joining us, this is Star Wars Unlimited here on Unlimited Power. This is a new tabletop trading card game coming from Fantasy Flight for Star Wars later next year. Early March, I believe, is the release date, March 8th, which I'm excited about, looking to see where I'll be playing at a local store. But yeah, really enjoyed this game. We're doing sealed and just trying that out. And again, just having fun here on this stream. So appreciate it. Let's keep going. All right, again, we are playing Director Krennic, blue and black. And we are running yellow as our location, so it's giving us access to these 3 colors with no penalty cost. And we are going up against a Sabine Wren, who is red-white, with a blue location. So their 3 colors are red, white, blue. Sabine Wren has an action, deal 1 damage to each base, so that includes their own, as well as multiplayer. And if you control 4 or more leaders, you can deploy her. So we'll see how that goes. When she is deployed, she's a 2/5 Mandalorian Rebel Spectre, and she deals 1 damage to each enemy base. So she stops hurting all the bases and only destroys all opponents' bases. All right. Do we take a mulligan? We have a 6-cost ATST. We have a 2-cost Entrenched. We have only a Greedo we can play this first turn. I think we're not going to take a mulligan. I'm going to say no. What am I going to drop, you ask? Well, I think we're going to drop Maximum Firepower and TIE Advanced. I think those 2 are a little difficult with how it went last game for us keeping Imperials on the board. Never really had more than 2, or more than 1. Sabine drops the 2-cost white aspect 2/3, a Rebel Fighter. Nothing special here, just an okay value, 2/3. We are going to play Greedo. When defeated, you may discard a card from your deck if it's not a unit and deal 2 damage to a ground unit. There are no ground units right now, so if that comes up, we're going to probably pass on it since it's a May ability. I'm going to go to turn 2. Also, can I move this? No. Wow. The problem? We're in the wrong view. There we go. Sorry about that. You're probably wondering, where's the life? Where's the YouTube counter showing who's watching this? There's really no one. But, hey, we're trying it out, and there's no live schedule yet. Eventually I'll have one planted, and we'll go from there. But I'm just having fun. You're having fun. I'm having fun. It's Star Wars, right? Let's have fun. Okay, Entrenched. Attached unit cannot attack bases. That's going to make Greedo super huge, and Greedo's fine to die, so I don't mind keeping this one. These are all fun. That ATSD, I guess we're going to go. Play for the turn. Play for the turn. Play a card, please. They do not have a unit. Let's play the ISB agent. I want to see if they drop a ground unit. Yes. Let's show them what we got. Show me what you got. I revealed an event. I deal 1 damage to the Alliance Fighter, and they play Infiltrator skill. That's great. I did not think that you could put this on space units, but that makes complete sense because it just is a normal upgrade. So now they have Saboteur, and they're going to swing for +1/+1 and ignore Sentinel. So that's fun. Let's go ahead and attack with Greedo then. Swing for 3. Sabine Wren's going to tap to do 1 damage to each base. And then we're going to go ahead and play another card. We're going to play Entrenched on Greedo. Eventually, Sabine's going to drop a ground unit, and Greedo's going to swing. Let's Let's take the initiative after we just took a whopping 3 damage, dropping us down to 25. No fun. Sorry, Lieutenant, we have no Imperial units for you, so let's drop. We're going to go ahead and play the 7th Fleet Defender because it comes into play shielded. That's going to be really important in dealing with this Alliance X-Wing. They're going to drop Consular Security Force right there. Great scene from Episode 4, right there, the opening parts of Star Wars, where we see these black-vested, long-sleeve, weird helmet characters. I've never been a fan of this helmet. I understand it. I get it. It's a blast shield. You can drop it down. It's just, I'm not a fan. Never have been. The Stormtrooper helmets are great. Clone Trooper helmets, great. Everything Imperial looks amazing. And if anyone that knows me is seeing that, they can guess, what affiliation I usually lean towards here. All right. So I got 2 events here that I would love to play on Greedo to kind of have a little bit more damage. Right now, Greedo hits for 6, but has 4 health. We're just going to go ahead and swing. Really put the pressure on the strike force here. Security force, sorry. They're going to swing for 3 on my base with the Alliance Fighter. I'm going to swing... You know what? We're just going to take that out. Let's take care of the security force. I'll lose my agent. This is so great. I get it. It is the right move. If you're the AI, you're really going to always have to take Sabine's ability and ping that damage, and why not if you're ahead? But it just kind of guarantees I know I can get initiative every turn. And that's what I'm going to do. And I need some cards. You know what I wasn't ready for? I forgot Sabine Wren only needs 4 resources to come into play. So, yeah, again, the AI did the right move. Was I prepared for it? Probably not. All right. I need some cards, and Greedo can get me some cards. I'd love to play boss this turn, but it's not happening. Play a card, please. Surprise strike. Greedo into Sabine. I really did not need to play that, but I did it. Oh yeah, Greedo doesn't allow a star card. Wow. Well, hopefully no one ever watches this and sees my play mistakes. Deal 2 damage to a ground unit? There isn't one. Oh, there's one. Who would have thought? Who would have thought something like that would have come out? We're going to play Bosk then. You know what? I want to do it just for fun. Let's get rid of it. They put so much effort into it, it's gone. And look, they take initiative. Action ability. What can I do? I could activate. And we need to activate. We need to heal. So when Krennic attacks, he can heal 2 damage from the base. That is perfect. We'll just hit the base. We really gotta decrease the distance between these 2 life totals, right? Hey, it's Yoda. 3 cost Yoda, but if you look at my hand, there's a +2 symbol because we are not playing the white aspect. So, again, I don't mind paying 5 for him. I think that's fine. And a second boss. I'm going to drop boss. Alright, they're going to play another security force. It's a 3/7 trooper for 4. Well, I'm going to play Yoda. Also has Restore 2, and when defeated, choosing any number of players, they each draw a card. Guess what? I'm never going to choose my opponent. Just not going to happen. That's fun. They're going to play Entrenched, so they can only swing on me. Or sorry, on units, never my base. I don't mind that. Sabine Wren activates her ability to do 1 damage to each base. Trying to stay ahead here, but our defender is really going to put us back into place here. That 5 was nasty. While you have the initiative, this unit gets +2/+0. Well, how about that? How about I just take it? Try to trick me. Again, Imperial unit. We do have 2 Imperial units. we can actually benefit from maximum firepower. I think we can do 2 and 3, which is 5. We will not kill that security force. That's for sure. Let's play Bosco. Nope. I just have a feeling if we don't play maximum firepower now, we're not going to be able to take advantage of it later. So we're going to keep all cards in hand. We're at 6. There's really almost everything else we're going to play is going to be 6. Let's go play a card. Firepower. Choose friendly units here. And we should hit Consular. 3 damage. And here. Alright. They play Green Squadron A-Wing with Raid 2. This unit gets +2/+0 when attacking. Okay. Go ahead and swing with Krennic. Let's swing on Dagobah. Again, let's close that gap. I'm tired of it. Sabine activates to deal 1 damage to both bases, dropping me to 17, or us both to 17. We're going to go ahead and attack with Yoda, who's also going to heal. Yoda has a little bit more health, and I really want to tempt them. So let's just go for it. 2 damage there. The Sympathizer swings on my base as well. Reminder, the Consular Security Force has entrenched, so it can only attack units, not my base. We're going to go ahead and attack. We can swing on the Green Squadron, which I think is the right move, especially because our other damage units get +1/+0. It's going to make our defender swing for 4 next turn, and they take the bait and take out Yoda. Yes, I will draw a card. Have your opponent draw a card? That's a great question. The answer is no. I like having initiative. We can play the Mining Guild TIE Fighter, but... And they haven't played... No, they have played a card, and they have 5 more resources left. I'm going to take the initiative. And they do play a card. They play the Vigilant Honor Guards. So, has Sentinel because it's undamaged. That maximum firepower would be really cool. We don't have that. This repair could come in handy. Resilient is also going to come in handy. Wow, do we just drop the TIE Fighter? No. No. Wow, let's go. I guess, I don't have to drop anything. I like where we're at. Keep 6. That allows me to play Bosk and a unit, or Bosk and a TIE Fighter, or Bosk and a Resilient. The options are there. Let's stick with that. Question is, do we play Bosk? Because if we swing, we're going to have to hit the Vigilant Honor Guards, who swing for 4. Bosk has ambush. Yeah, we'll do it. Bosk comes into play. Trigger the ambush ability. He's going to untap, and we immediately have to attack with him. We swing on the Honor Guards. We take 4 damage and lose Sentinel, and hit Bosk for remaining 4. Perfect. AI took the bait and decided to play a card rather than take care of Bosk. They drop the Rebel Pathfinder 2-cost white heroism unit. 2/3 Rebel Trooper with Saboteur, meaning it will ignore Sentinel and shields. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and play a card. We can heal. We can just heal. That's really the play, because we're going to have Bosk heal 3. Could heal the base. Let's heal the base. And we're going to do 2 damage to the Security Force, which drops it to 9, but it has 10 health, which is annoying. Let's attack. They no longer have Sentinel. We are going to need to heal a little bit. No, Krennic may not make it. Let's swing for 4 on the Dagobah Swamp, dropping them to 11. Security Force swings. Yep, hits Krennic. Exactly. Both units are down. We're going to take the initiative. They're going to swing with the Vigilant Honor Guards for 4 on my base, dropping me to 14. Then they're going to deal 1 damage to both units using the Sabine Wren ability, putting them down to 10 and us to 13. And then they're going to swing with their Ardent Sympathizer, evening the field of 10 and 10. It's getting a little wild. A little wild. Alright, maximum firepower requires 2 friendly units, which we did not grab. We do have some ambush units, though. Now, if we do play maximum firepower, we'd be able to hit something for 3, and then Bosk is going to deal an additional 2 damage. And that may be really good when you have someone like General Dodonna giving all these characters +1/+1. However, the Syndicate Lackey can also take care of General Dodonna, no problem. Keep all cards. I think we're going to play the Syndicate Lackey and Resilient. Play card. Let's go. Give me +3. They can work for it. Swing on me for 5. Okay. Attack. Nope. Swing with the... Play the Syndicate Lackey. Trigger the ambush, meaning I can attack this turn. They can swing for 2 and 3, which is 5. We're not going to allow that to happen. Let's take out General Dodonna, because he's giving them both +1/+1. Dodonna kills the Lackey. Sympathizer swings for 3. Oh, this is going to come down to initiative, and I will probably lose here. We'll take out the Saboteur, or sorry, the Pathfinder with Saboteur. System Patrol Craft. Ooh. You know, they got the game, though, because they can use Sabine Wren. No problem. No problem. Watch. Okay. Fang Fighter comes out, destroys my upgrade, which is giving Bosk extra help, removing Bosk from the game, and Sabine drops her ability, dealing 1. Wow. No fun. No fun. Alright, this came down to me not playing the TIE Fighter, really? Maybe. Well, there's not much else I can do here. This game's going to go to the... I'll choose exactly 1 card. Okay. What? The rules? Yeah, so I think Sabine got us here. I think not playing more Imperial cards is what really messed us up on this sealed pool. We'll go ahead and... let's just play Bosk. Trigger the ambush? Yes, please. Swing on... Doesn't matter. Swing on the Vigilant Honor Guards, which destroys them, leaving Bosk with 1 health, and Sabine Wren just blows both parties up. Really knocks us out of there. Wow. Well, maybe we just have to go back to the start of it all. I don't know. Let's go take a look at this sealed pool. 1 loss is pretty rough, and we really were running into problems here with not having enough Imperial characters. We're really playing all the Imperial ones we had, but, you know, maybe it's just not the way to go. Well, let's see. What if we remove all? What else would we do here? I'm really surprised not letting me re-pick my leader. Sometimes. I feel like there was probably an update that removed that. We did have that like maybe a couple weeks ago when I was messing around a lot with Forcetable. It's okay. We can still make Krennic work here, I think. All right. Maybe it's just not playing yellow. Red and black is going to give us a couple more stormtroopers. A Wampa. Three Imperial fighters. Yeah, maybe let's try this. Let's try red. Could go green, but I don't think that's really gonna mess around with it. Still gives us Dooku. A lot of general tag. Yeah, maybe green. Let's try green. Agent Callus, play the walkers as the bomb. Play Lauren, play Dooku, play the guard, play the tags, play Veers. We are playing 1, 2, 3, 4, a couple more units. These laser technicians are going to come in handy because when they die, we can put them in our resource pool, which is really going to help us get to these Blizzard Assault. And let's just run one ATSD right now. The Star Destroyers are also fun. Play this. We'll play 2 Star Destroyers, 2 Patrol Craft, 1 Viper. I think both of these are great. Really give us some options. Oh, hey, we can play Galactic Ambition and drop that Blizzard Walker for free. But we're going to take 8 damage when we do it. I don't know. Kill them, draw them? Yes. Yes. Seems good. We're going to get our cards quicker. Resupply. Put this event into play as a resource. Yep. We got to really get a lot of resources going here a little bit quicker. Give a unit +2/+2 to this phase. Nah, I'm hit or miss on this one. We're sitting with 27 cards. Let's see. I'll play Lieutenant Children. Childson. You know, it doesn't matter. He dies. He goes out like a little punk. Let's go with 2-1B Surgical Droid. Just to have... No, that's silly. I guess I'll play Tactical Advantage instead. Okay. New deck, new me. And now, welcome back. Okay, well, let's see what we can do here. We're going up against Tarkin again as our second cost. Blue, green, black. All right. We can take a mulligan. We have a 2 cost, we have a 2 cost, we have a 1 cost, we have a 6 and a 4. If I had to drop anything right now, it would probably be the Ardent Walker and the TIE Advance. I'd rather have less difficult options. So take the mulligan. Yes, please. Shuffle all 5 cards back into your deck. Draw 6 new ones. Sorry, shuffle 6 cards in your deck. Draw 6 new ones. Patrol Craft and Entrenched. I like Entrenched. That's so good with Dooku. But play for the turn. 7 cost Dooku. I mean, I'm not going to be able to do anything for quite a bit. That's about... Let's see. To play Dooku is 5 turns away. To get that upgrade on him, it's going to be 6 turns away. So let's play a card. Recruit. We're looking at the top 5 cards. Looks like we have Lieutenant, General, a Colonel. We got the whole military here. Prepare for takeoff and maximum firepower. Now it's going to allow me to pick a unit and put it in my hand. Next turn, I think I have 2 blue cards. That's pretty cool. I really like these. I have no troopers in play, and my base hasn't taken any damage. So Lieutenant, who I was hesitant on, goes to my hand. Oh, look, they play a Colonel. That's fine. Let's take the initiative. Tarkin passes, letting us draw 2 more cards at the beginning of the turn, and they also draw 2 more cards. We get to decide what card we're giving up. Sorry, tie advanced. There you go. So I have no cards to play this turn, but so let's just show them. I have no cards to play. I don't think they do either. They use Tarkin's ability to pay 1 resource to put an experience token on an Imperial unit, which they choose Colonel Yularen. Oh. Well, playing for the turn is great, but this Blizzard Assault AT-AT is a Blizzard Assault AT-AT. For each card revealed this way, give an experience token to this unit. That's a lot of experience tokens. Alright, I think it's going to be maximum firepower. Let's play a card. Lieutenant's going to come out there and be a threat. Super A Technician, if they die, is going to bump us to 6, which isn't really going to change much, but we may have 2 more blue cards. They play Resupply, which allows them to put a card into their resources, which is Resupply, so pay 3 to pretty much jump up a turn. We're going to take the initiative. They're going to attack, put another experience token on Colonel Yularen, and Yularen will probably swing. I'm sorry, Grand Moff Tarkin apparently is going to swing, triggering his attack ability to put another experience token. So if you are a fan of Grand Moff Tarkin, there you go. That's how you play him, right? You use their ability first, put an experience token on something, play him, put an additional experience token on the same thing, and really just kind of, let your big, beefy Imperial character swing. All right, we got no blue cards in here. We did get an ATST, which is fine. Another maximum firepower. Let's go ahead and drop the ATST. They draw a card, use ability once per round. Okay, let's go ahead and swing into, let's see, Yularen is 6. So Callus would be able to swing on him and take him out. I think maybe that's the play there. So attack which target? Colonel Yularen, please. It's going to give us a 6 resource, which is great. Put him into play as a resource? Yes, I don't know why you're going to ask me that. They're going to play Consortium Star Viper at 3 cost. It can heal whenever it attacks, only if they have the initiative. Nothing I'm too scared of there. Callus is going to come into play. He has the ambush ability, trigger. I'm going to go ahead and swing on Colonel Yularen, which should defeat him. And anytime Callus defeats an Imperial unit, I may draw a card. You can only trigger this ability once per round. Once per turn? Once each round. Oh, hey, Colonel Yularen, that's cool. Glad we took care of that before he could heal that base. That's still pretty strong, sitting at 34 at this moment. We have nothing else we can play except for Director Krennic. I think we're going to go ahead and put him into play. Our opponent still has to string with Grand Moff Tarkin, hitting us for 2. If we let them take the initiative, they will swing for 3 and restore 2 next turn. Colonel Yularen over here is sitting as a 3/4. I think we'll just go ahead and take out Yularen. Giving Krennic +2/+2. Swinging with Krennic for 4. Healing our base by 2 whenever he attacks due to the restore ability. And we'll pass the turn. Alright, there's a 14 health gap here. It's not looking good, and we need to do some damage. No trooper, no trooper. None of these are troopers, so tag, you're it. And guess what? Count Dooku can come into play, or Lieutenant. I think we're going to do the Lieutenant because he's going to get enough of these cards here. Reveal up to 4. We will reveal up to 4. 1, 2, 3 cards, actually. And then we're going to play a cell block guard. We'll swing. Ooh, I guess we'll swing in the cell block guard. Healing our base for 2. Krennic takes 3 additional damage, but he does defeat the guard because he gets +1, +0 because he is damaged, so he gets his own ability. And we're going to go ahead and take the initiative. Because we took the initiative before the Star Viper attacked, they do not heal 2. Our own Star Viper may be helpful, but I'm not going that direction. Alright, we are now at 8, which means we can play the Blizzard Assault AT-AT. But I think I'm going to have to play Maximum Firepower and remove this target while we can. Or we can play Count Dooku. Defeating a unit with 4 or less remaining HP, well, that can be any of those units. I guess we do that first. Alright. Lieutenant hits for 4. Johnson hits for 2. Sorry, Tarkin hits for 2, so I think we're just going to take out Lieutenant. Here come the rugged survivors, who only get stronger the more damage you deal to it. And on attack, if you control a leader unit, you may draw a card. No thank you there. Let's go ahead and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to swing. We're going to lose our lieutenant. That's okay. We deal with theirs. They drop a TIE fighter. We only have 1 ability left, or sorry, 1 resource left. So let's go ahead and swing. We can take out Krennic and take out Tarkin, or we can just swing. We're going to swing and restore. Tarkin can stay alive. Hits us for 2, drops us to 19. Tarkin's base sitting at 31. We're going to take the initiative. And they're going to swing with their Star Viper for 2. Sorry, for 3. Goes back to us. Oh, this is good. We get the guard. Because we have an official, it's going to have Sentinel. And we have an Imperial officer who gives all other Imperials +1/+1. That's not bad. I think we'll just drop the Patrol Craft, giving us 9. So it's going to give us a couple of options. I'd love to play these 3 cards. Let's go Royal Guard first. Okay. Now let's go. If Count Dooku attacks, which he has shield, he'll be able to take care of the guard, no problem. We can also play the Academy Defense Walker with Sentinel. I like that. Let's do that. All right. They're going to apparently do another resupply, giving them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 resources. Okay. And nothing huge there. I'm going to go ahead and swing with Count Dooku with his shield ability. Taking out the Wing Guard who had Sentinel. Grand Moff Tarkin has to swing into the Royal Guard or the Academy Defense Walker. Krennic will swing on the base for 4 damage and heal our base 2. Putting us at 18 and them to 27. They're going to swing with their TIE Fighter, which is only getting stronger as it continues. It's now 14. And we're going to take the initiative, taking an additional 3 damage from the Star Viper. All right. We are going deep into turns here. I don't really need to play any of these cards as resources now. We have some options. Maximum Firepower can take care of the TIE Fighter, but it seems like such a waste. But the TIE Fighter hits for 4 and has 3 health. And I don't have any other vehicles that are going to get us there, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and play the TIE Fighter. I mean the Maximum Firepower. Choose 2 Imperial units. We're just going to choose 1. 5 damage on that TIE Fighter. They play Lieutenant. They have no blue cards in hand, so nothing to fear there. We're going to go play our General Veers. It's going to give our Imperial units +1/+1 to the end of turn. Or sorry, while they're on the field. Swing with Krennic first. No, not swing with Krennic first. We have something else. So swing with the Walker. The Walker takes care of the Lieutenant. Star Viper swings on our base for 3, dropping us down to 8. We're going to have to heal our base for 2, so let's swing with Krennic to activate that restore ability. Hits their base for 5. Swing with Dooku to hit Tarkin's base for an additional 5, and we are evening this up. These bombs came in handy. Royal Guard will go ahead and swing for another 5. Again, we get the additional damage here from +1, +0 from Director Krennic if we're damaged, and Veer's giving us additional +1, +1. Even if the opponent has an ambush card, they're going to have to swing through the Defense Walker and through the Guard, which are getting +2 to their natural attack abilities. We'll pass. I don't think I'm going to be able to play this Blizzard Assault. That's pretty clear. Nope. 9 resources to 11. I think I'm good. They'll drop a TIE Advance, which can give an experience unit to an Imperial character. Another Imperial unit, which they do not have one in play. Let's go ahead and big money. Boom. 7. Play another TIE Advance to give another Imperial unit, an experience token. They'll choose itself. But we'll finish this game. Game over. All right. Again, Tarkin stood no chance. Really put some pressure on there, but we stabilized with Krennic and wiping the board. A lot of options. I think holding on to that Lieutenant really bought us some a good buffer when he came into play. And you can see where Dooku really stood out there. So, yeah. That was good. We now have 2 wins. We're going into the final game here. Game 3. Appreciate everyone sticking here with me. Again, a streaming schedule will show up soon. You can see the details in my channel. You can you can subscribe, do all that fun stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm happy just to be talking about Star Wars, playing Star Wars, and learning more about Star Wars Unlimited before it releases early next year. March 8th, I believe, is the release date. So, yeah, thanks for being here on my channel, Unlimited Power. So, Game 3? Game 3. I guess technically Game 4. Alright, Krennic versus another Tarkin? Okay, AI, whatever. Let's see what you're doing now. Let's see, mulliganing. I like these. Pay 2 to put a card in my hand. Don't mind that. You won't, though. We're going to get rid of those 2 cards. We're going to keep the blue Resilient. Opponent's going to play a Viper Pro Droid, which is going to be looking at my hand. This is really great once we you get to pair this off with Thrawn. Thrawn's new ability, if you have not seen it, was revealed earlier this week. And you got to see that he can kind of control the board and have the idea of what's in your hand and what you're going to be seeing off the top of your deck. Thrawn is all about data, right? Just needs to see everything in play. He's a master tactician, one of my favorite characters in the Star Wars universe, ever since I read the original Thrawn trilogy by Timothy Zahn in the 90s. Shout out to my brother who bought the book and, didn't really care that I mess with his stuff. And by not really care, I mean he didn't know. So, there's a fun thing about having someone that's 11 years older than you. They're really picky about their stuff. Alright, we got a card. Let's go ahead and play Colonel Yularen, famous ISB agent. And when you play a green unit, including this one, heal your base for 1. Sounds good. Pass. Okay. Alright, choose 1 card and drop it down as a resource. What are we going to put down here? I think we're going to get rid of the Star Viper. The technicians are good. And they're going to play a recruit to look for system patrol craft. Let's attack. Yeah, let's attack. No. We'll play the laser technician. Forget these probe droids actually are a 3-2, so they hit pretty hard for a 2-cost unit. They're really good. I kind of wish I had some in my sealed pool, but I did not. We'll go ahead and swing on their base for additional 2. Tarkin's only going to make their probe droid stronger. Again, probe droid, solid card. I think it's probably one of the best cards I've seen in Star Wars. Best droids, sorry, I've seen in Star Wars. If you're familiar with like the Star Wars CCG built by Decipher, they had some interesting probe droids in there. Destiny had a couple. There were some fun ones in the LCG that you got, I believe, when you ran. I think there was a Hoth set you could run with some of that. I'm struggling to remember how they did it. If you don't know about the Star Wars LCG, the deck building was interesting. You had resources that were similar to bases, and each base gave you 5 or 6 additional cards, and they were always the same cards. You always knew what they were going to be attached to the base. So if you wanted to play 2 bases, because you could have 3 out at a time, you were going to get a consistent 10 cards that had a certain set. And I believe there was a Hoth one that gave you 2 probe droids. In addition, if you played 2 of those Hoth sets, you'd have 4 probe droids in your deck. So, really fun. Now we need to drop a card, and we are looking at a 6-drop, a 4-drop, and a 7-drop here. The 97th Legion only gets stronger based on how many resources you control, which could be a 7/7 and a trooper. The ATST is we're going to see sooner. I think it's the Legion. Sorry, you're out. You are the weakest link today. Let's attack with the Technician. Let's get rid of this droid that's only going to get another experience token. And we're going to get a 5th resource. Yes. And it comes into play untapped. I love that. I love that. You don't see that a lot. If you're playing Disney's Lorcana, you're going to see similar effects with what they do with inking. But a lot of those cards are going to come into play tapped. I think it's great that so far Star Wars does not have that with the Super Laser Technician. Really keeps the game moving, keeps the game quick, and I think that's what we really want to see here. We now have 5 resources, so guess what? We're just going to play another Technician. And we're going to get closer and closer to this ATST. Action ability, Krennic can come out? I'm going to take the initiative. I'd rather go first. Because if you notice, they're still on 4. They could have played... They're going to be able to play Tarkin next turn, but they only had 1 resource left, so they weren't going to play any of these cards. Okay, resupply. Put this event into play as a resource for 3. Maximum firepower, we know what that does. And Resilient. Resilient's going to be good to keep Krennic out there. I guess, yeah, we'll just... Whatever. Resilient. Play for the turn. 6 cost. We can easily get to 7. Let's swing with the Technician. We're not going to be able to finish him off, but we'll do a little bit of damage. Yes, please. Alright, they put another experience token on this Snow Trooper, so much so we can't even see the card anymore. Just experience tokens. Anyway, well, it's a 4-4. Sorry, 4-4. Math. Gotta do the maths. Alright, we can drop the ATST now. It's a 6/7. Really put some pressure. I want to see them attack first. Let's pass. There it is. Patrol craft. Pass. Yep. Tarkin comes into play because Tarkin wants to give the ability token out. That's fine. Pass. Tarkin's going to swing. Oh no, we're going to use the security complex ability to give a non-leader unit a shield. Why wouldn't you choose this? I must really think I'm going to play some spaceships. Tarkin swings on me for 2. That does not matter so much. I'm at 28. Let's pass again. I'm not going to have initiative this turn, but we're going to have a nice ATST ready to go. Play a card. And we're going to have a nice Krennic. Deploy the leader. Krennic's going to make them really think twice about how they want to swing on me. Let's go 2 into Tarkin. Heal our base for 2. And we'll pass. Now we have 2 Imperial units in play. This is great. We have no blue cards, so I think Lieutenant Judson is going to sit out. And we have Ancient Callus who can take out an ambush unit, or with ambush, if he takes out a unique unit, we will draw a card. Let's go. We can't play both, but we can play maximum firepower twice. So let's do that. 1. First, and it's Piers. Yep, Piers has to go first. Let's play another one. And there he goes. Snowtrooper Lieutenant is finally removed thanks to maximum firepower from just the ATST, not having to result in the, not even having to use Krennic. We'll go ahead and, oh, they have Sentinel. Well, we'll finish that off. Nice thing about the ATST is it does have Overwhelm, so any damage that goes over a unit's defense is going to go straight to the base, dropping their base to 29. Tarkin swings on us for 2. I'm not even going to swing on Tarkin. I'm just going to heal the 2 damage and hit their base for 3. Thank you. Pass. Now, we still have Agent Callus who can take care of Tarkin and draw us a card. We have General Tag who's going to give trooper units plus an experience token. We have resupply and Star Destroyer. Keep all these cards. 8 is solid. Oh, that's perfect. Thank you. You're going to play Admiral Piet? Admiral Piet, you do not know about Agent Callus, apparently. A 1/4 attacker. Each friendly non-leader unit that costs 6 or more gains ambush. Well, you know, I bet you're going to wish you were able to play an ambush unit. Because I do. Yeah, trigger the ambush. Yep, Callus is going to swing on Admiral Piet, please. Finishing him off, drawing us a card. Nice. Giving us a Veers. Oh, takedown. Defeat an enemy with 5 or less remaining HP. Taking out my ATST. Good move, good move. Well, let's go ahead and play a card. We'll play Veers. Let's strengthen my units. They're going to play a repair to heal their base. I'm going to swing with Krennic on their base to heal my base for 2. They'll swing with General Tarkin onto my base to deal 2 damage back. Put an experience token on nothing because they have no Imperial units in play. And we'll take the initiative. Let the patrol craft is for 3. Not a big deal. Oh, this is good. Keep all cards. Okay, so we can drop the tie advance to give 2 experience tokens to another friendly unit. I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Play a card, tie advance. Let's give Callus 2 more tokens. The enemy is going to play Prepare for Takeoff, which is search the top 8 cards of your deck for up to 2 vehicles. You put them in your hand, draw them. Sorry, reveal them and draw them. That's really good in limited play when you're dealing with 30-card decks. 8 cards is insane. When you start the hand with 6, if you play that, you're going to draw 8. You know, that's already half the deck. You found maybe your bombs already and you're good to go. Or if you're playing a really aggressive style with your ships, really good. I would like to see this more with the green Squadron A-Wings, so make a note. That's the way to do it. Alright, let's go ahead and play a card. We're going to play General Tag. We're going to put some more trooper units out there. Actually, we can play Resupply. Oh, I thought Resupply would give me a unit. Sorry, a resource immediately untapped. It did not, so Callus does not get stronger. But Callus is strong enough to take out Tarkin, which should draw us a card. There it is, Count Dooku. I think we got this. I think we're going to see 3 victories. So out of 4 matches tonight, we lost 1. I wouldn't say epically, but, you know, it was really a tough one. Swing with Veers. Bringing their base down to 18. It is a tie game, folks. 18 to 18. Start a new turn. Like I said, this is a drag-out match. We are just going through it. This is Imperial Warfare. If you wonder what it's like during the times of the Imperial Remnant after Return of the Jedi, there's a lot of infighting that occurred as warlords decided to, you know, decide who's dominant. And I say warlord because that's essentially what they are. Let's get rid of the other general tag. I don't need that. Let's see how many cards we can play this turn. I mean, we know that the limit is 10. Alright, they drop an ATST. That does not have Sentinel. So, joke's on you. We can kill a unit with 4 or less remaining HP, which counts as here, patrol craft. Let's attack. Oh, look at that. Cannot attack, huh? Wish we had more trooper units. We'll play Dooku. We'll kill the patrol craft. Tarkin's going to put an experience counter on the Galactic Star Destroyer, which really only gives something Sentinel when it comes into play. So we can just avoid that. Oh, look, we can still play tag. Let's do it. Put an experience token on Agent Callus. Right, swing with Agent Callus. No need to hit a unique unit because there's no one on the field. Hit their base for 9, dropping them from 18 to 9. Swing with the TIE Advanced Fighter for an additional 3. Sorry, 4, because it's an Imperial unit, so it gets that +1 plus 1 from General Veers. One of my favorite cards. General Veers will swing for 3. And then Director Krennic, your favorite from Rogue One, finishes the job, proving once again that Krennic was definitely more of a mastermind than Tarkin, but if you're familiar with Tarkin from lore, he is definitely more of a strategic genius. So this was great. I had a great time playing this deck. Super good. But yeah, really appreciate everyone hanging out and watching this and catching this as it goes on the YouTube channel for us here at Unlimited Power. Just having a good time, playing some Star Wars Unlimited, learning the game, seeing the card combinations. It's always fun. If you're having a fun time, like, subscribe, you know, tell me what you're liking, what you're not liking. Yeah, I may make some changes, I may not, but just a good time. Go ahead and sign off.